Thank you for joining us here today for our second National Caucus meeting since the election. Welcome and congratulations again to all of you. You fought hard. You fought hard, and you won the right to represent your constituents. And the reason why Justin Trudeau lost his majority is because of the people in this very room who worked so hard throughout the campaign. And it is so exciting to see so many more Conservatives in this room. It's great to see the new Conservative member for Wascana. It's great to see our new members from Atlantic Canada. It's great to see our new members of Parliament from Ontario. Et c'est un plaisir de voir notre nouveau député de Beauce. Because of all of you, we are the only national party that has seats all across this wonderful country. Et grâce à vous, nous sommes le seul parti national qui a des sièges partout au pays. And now, this is it. This is the week. It's time to get to work for Canada. Demain, la Chambre des communes va reprendre ses travaux et les enjeux ne peuvent être plus grands. Tomorrow, the House of Commons is back in session, and the stakes could not be higher. Our country is more divided than ever. Deep cracks are showing in Confederation. Under the Liberals, our economy is bleeding jobs in Alberta and Saskatchewan and forestry workers in BC, and other ramifications are spreading across the country. Nearly half of Canadian families are $200 away from financial insolvency at the end of every month. A record number of Canadians declared bankruptcy this past September. Près de la moitié des familles canadiennes sont à $200 près de l'insolvabilité à la fin du mois. Un nombre record de Canadiens ont déclaré faillite en septembre. There continue to be worrying economic signs, and the threat of a possible downturn grows every day. Meanwhile, infrastructure is not getting built, leaving major urban areas like the GTA strangled by gridlock. And at a time when Canada needs strong relationships more than ever, Justin Trudeau's poor judgment, lack of professionalism, and love of drama continues to weaken Canada's position on the world stage. We saw this just yesterday at the NATO summit. He's also abandoning our friends like they just did to Israel at the United Nations. But ladies and gentlemen, I still believe, I am still convinced that Canada's best days lie ahead. Because it is not too late to turn things around. And here in Ottawa, we as a team stand together united. We are focused on one shared goal and prosperity, getting rid of a scandal-plagued, deficit-running Liberal government and replacing it with a Conservative government that puts Canadians first and will heal this country. Nous allons remplacer et s'opposer à ce gouvernement libéral dépensier, plongé dans les déficits, par une opposition conservatrice, responsable, qui gouverne dans l'intérêt de tous les Canadiens. Now, I am optimistic because I believe that Canadians will see that they are not alone. All those who are disappointed in their government will see that there is still a party that fights for the success of all Canadians. There is still a party that believes in the best of Canada, and there is still a party that will bring this country together, not by tearing one region down or pitting parts of this country against each other, but by uniting Canadians. And as we form the strongest opposition in history, Canadians will see that the problem is not their fellow Canadians, their problem is not other parts of this country, their problem is Justin Trudeau and the way he has divided Canadians. Et alors que nous formons l'opposition la plus forte de l'histoire du Canada, les Canadiens vont voir que le problème n'est pas les autres Canadiens, le problème est Justin Trudeau. And now Canadians have put him on notice. They have given this Liberal government the weakest mandate in Canadian history. Despite all the pundits and experts saying just a little while ago that the Liberals were easily going to coast to 2 or 3 majority governments, he has already lost the trust of most Canadians. Because while he had his majority, he was able to do pretty much whatever he wanted. He even abused the power of his office to reward his friends and punish his critics. But in this minority parliament, we are putting him on notice. We're not going to let them get away with anything. We're not going to let them get away with raising taxes or attacking small business owners. We're not going to let him attack our energy sector with bills like C-69. We're not going to allow him to cripple future generations by massive amounts of new debt. Nous allons nous battre, et nous battre encore. Nous battre contre des hausses d'impôts, des attaques contre nos entreprises et nos entrepreneurs, et pour l'unité canadienne. We'll fight, then we'll fight some more. We're going to fight for our farmers across this country. We're going to fight for manufacturing workers in Ontario. We're going to fight for energy workers in Alberta and Saskatchewan. We're going to fight for forestry workers in British Columbia. On va se battre pour les producteurs laitiers au Québec et les pêcheurs dans l'Atlantique. We must fight because we are the only party that can heal this country, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Justin Trudeau has been dragging his feet. He's delayed bringing back the House of Commons for quite a long time because he knows what's waiting for him here in this room. He knows that as the loyal opposition, we are waiting to hold him to account because our loyalty is not to the government, our loyalty is to the Canadian people. And when the Prime Minister of this country puts his agenda ahead of the good of all Canadians, he will indeed find himself opposed. Et quand le Premier ministre de ce pays voudra faire passer ses intérêts avant le bien de tous les Canadiens, il va faire face à notre opposition rigoureuse. He knows this, and I believe he fears this. He's afraid to face us in question period, and he's afraid to see what's going to happen at committees. Il ne veut pas nous affronter au Parlement. Il a peur de ce que nous allons faire en comité parlementaire. There's important work to do, ladies and gentlemen, to unite the country, to respect the taxpayer, to stand up for Canada on the world stage, to protect and create good-paying Canadian jobs. Our economy is slowing down and the threat of a global recession is very real. And Canada, instead of being in a position of strength, is on shaky ground. Trudeau's never-ending deficits and out-of-control spending not only threaten the livelihood of future generations. Les déficits sans fin de Justin Trudeau et ses dépenses hors de contrôle menacent l'avenir des futures générations. But he's also severely weakened our ability to respond in times of crisis. So my message to Justin Trudeau is this. Vacation time is over. No more free rides. La population canadienne compte sur nous. Mon message de Justin Trudeau est clair. Arrête de te traîner les pieds. Aucune passe-toi. Canada needs us. Canadians need their government to work for them, so let's get to work. The Canadian people are counting on us and our Conservative caucus. We will deliver for them. Let's get to work. Thank you very much, sir.